There's a remote right there.
Yeah, push the button. When you're ready to stop.
All right, we're this is Saturday morning. We're trying to get out before the storms. They're saying there's supposed to be some heavy storms coming in. It's funny, it seems like here we have some kind of like bubble around us, because when they say severe storms are coming in, they all go around us in the Ruskin area, Apollo Beach area, and they kind of hit everywhere else. Like the last storms that came through Sarasota got a tornado. I mean, we barely got anything.
I was devastated in rain yesterday down south, and my neighbor said we got nothing.
Yeah, we got nothing here. So we did early in the morning, we got some rain, like at 6 o'clock or something like that. But Chad just got back from the Keys, and he actually filmed down there. Can you believe that?
We'll see.
What's up with that?
Way to go, Chad.
Don't brag yet.
But what we'll do is
turn the camera on.
The camera was on.
we'll go ahead and get into that footage. He caught some really nice black grouper. They caught some mutton snapper. What else do you? Yellowtail. So they had a really good experience on the first day. The second day,
Captain Rusty Hook wasn't quite so good.
we're gonna beat that.
That's not his business name, by the way. That's just his
okay.
tackle box.
Okay.
His tackle box was full of rusty hooks.
Oh. So anyway, we'll get into that, and we'll get into that footage while we go and find some bait. The bait disappeared on me on the flat that I was catching it on, so we're gonna try a couple markers, see if we catch it there, and then I'm gonna go to that flat to see if it showed up back or not. So stick with us. Let's go see if we can get into some fishing before these storms come in.
Got a sandwich. we had some good stuff, man. Look at that stud mango, boy. Nice mutton. That was the first mutton you got, the biggest one. That was the first one. I could have.
Tony was, no, he caught quite a few fish, but he was sucking some air.
I was sucking some air. That's what I was doing.
They're coming.
Dude, I am dying for air conditioning.
Well, folks, we finally got bait. Bait was a little bit of a pain today on the flats. They kind of positioned themselves on what we call snot grass, and when you get snot grass, it's really, it loads up the net, and the net gets extremely heavy. But we got our bait, and we're heading out now. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see if we can stick our head a little offshore, see what the waves are like out there. And the wind's already kind of kicking up a little bit, so we'll see what happens. We just want to beat these storms.
Now, I don't know what it is today with Todd and the mother-in-law fish, but he is attracted to mother-in-laws. So if you have one nearby, watch it.
You act like that's a big fish, man, man.
I'm acting like it's a big one. TV drag.
Oh, it's not a bad grouper though. Switching to the jaw. That's a 3-ounce ball jig.
3 ounce.
Chad's on. Doubled up.
Got it on the pinner.
Oh, really?
Chad's fighting the mother grunts.
Oh, mangrove. And now
He snagged him.
he was just looking.
As you just saw, Brian caught that nice gag grouper. We had to move to the ball jigs because the tide's moving pretty good. So a lot of people ask us, well, you know, when do you go heavier? Well, we go heavier when the tide is running like it is right now, and then as soon as it starts to slack up, we start going lighter. The lighter you can get away with, the better off you are. So always remember that. If the tide's moving pretty hard, which it is right now, you're gonna have to go up to a heavier weight like a ball jig or a knocker rig or something like that. Oh, I was wondering why I didn't get bit. It's hung on the bottom. But this allows you to feel the bottom much better and present the bait much better to the fish, because the fish are fighting to stay in one little spot. Yeah, as soon as it's getting to the bottom, if you don't get hung up on the bottom, you're getting a fish. Right now they're not catching smaller gags on the white bait, catching bigger gags on the pinfish.
Ah, circle hook.
What are you using, Chad?
Ball jig now with cut bait.
Oh, Todd's grunting. Got
I
him a
got like
manly
a
one.
5-gallon bucket. He hit the snot out of it. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. Take that any day of the week. He hit the snot out of it. Brian's on. Man, we finally got one. I swept. You swept it. Hey, red grouper.
Hey. That's a little bit. Get down there. Gotta get your legs in it. Oh, don't kill the combos.
Oh no, not the combos. That's it.
Dude, he got bit.
I got bit. That was a good size
Pinfish.
pinfish. It was about that big. Don't get it.
Well, folks, if you didn't watch the Friday fishing forecast where I talked about you could get out in the morning and early afternoon before it got pretty nasty. Now the winds have picked up some. We do have rain coming in, but it did give us an opportunity to get out and fish. Both of these guys were like, I thought it was supposed to be crappy tomorrow. I'm like, not until the afternoon. What?
It's pretty crappy right now.
No, it's not. We're fishing a heck of a lot worse than
If
this.
it was raining right now, it would be like the worst day ever.
No, it would not.
It could be close. It's like 72-mile-an-hour winds. Doppler radar.
Barely blowing over 10.
Doppler radar shows rain.
It's raining in Crystal River, not here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, there's so much rain, my phone even won't read my fingers. I give up.
You're probably already on the bottom.
Yesterday. The weight's hung, I think. Yeah. It ain't me, it's the whole idea.
Come on, Nanner man.
It's the afternoon.
Yeah, that's true.
All I have is morning stuff in me.
Well, folks, the wind started blowing pretty good, and we were losing our trolling motor battery, so we decided to head inshore and see if we can get on a bite before this weather comes in. I've already caught two. Well, I caught one snook and lost another one. These guys haven't caught nothing. I don't know what the problem is, but
I don't even know what we're fishing. Is this your gag
come
spot?
on, birds.
Is this a gag spot or
It's a
snapper spot?
Gaga snooker redis.
Oh shit.
Got it?
The bell's open.
Well, welcome to Comedy Tour 101 with Brian Nannerman Hoops.
Jeez.
Could have been worse. Could have been 40 feet of water. Oh, fish on. Fish on! Look at that! My third one hooked! These guys suck. It's a Snookers. Awesome. We're using our new 1/0 octopus hook. Got him. That's number 3, fourth one hooked. There's fish busting right behind it. God. Well, folks, I don't think I've lost my inshore knack. A little bit. Oh no, Nannerman is on! Chad is the one that's sucking it up bad. What's Nannerman got? Looks like a, oh, he's got a redfish. Look at that. What do you think about Nannerman out fishing you right now?
It ain't over.
It's just the start of it.
What you doing up there, Nader man?
My rod's still dry.
He swallowed it.
Did he? Just
Yeah.
pop it. Dude, don't make me show you how this is done. Okay, now he's scooting over to my spot.
Keeper?
I don't know. He might be. Measure him.
I don't know. What's that?
18 to 27. He's gonna be a keeper. It's a 3-ring circus here, folks. Oh yeah.
19 and a half.
Yep.
That one is
Hey Chad, what are you doing up there, Chad?
There twice.
Nannerman's got him on a redfish, I think. Either that or a jack.
I don't know. It might be a jack. Doing a lot of running.
Yeah, it is.
Feel it drop.
yeah, it's shaking.
Yeah.
It's a jack.
Yep, it's a jack.
I got a snook on a cut bait and inshore slacker. Poor Chad. Oh! I lost it right at the boat. Tell you what though, pound for pound, those are the hardest fighting fish.
What are you talking about? This is sushi.
Yeah, right. I've tried them before.
Chad, you got one?
Double up. Chad got a buffer.
Exactly what it felt like. Exactly what it felt like when I set the hook.
Poor Chad.
When you were saying you got a fish, and I'm like,
Chat. That's what a snook look like.
yeah, but this is in season and delicacy.
Well, folks, what we did is, well, like I said, we came up on the flats to do some flats fishing since it's gotten so rough out in the bay. And when I'm approaching a flat, Brian asked me, he says, what's one of the first things you're looking for? And I said, the first thing I'm looking for is mullet, an activity, some kind of activity. If I don't see mullet or activity, I typically won't stop on a flat. Because if you don't have activity, if you don't have mullet, if you don't have birds, there's typically nothing there. So I just keep going until I find that. And then as I speak, I got a fish on. So anyway, so you want to find an area that has
If you don't mind keeping it down, there's 5 snook right here off the bow. I'm just gonna watch it.
There's about to be a 6th one. But anyway, you want to be able to find that activity on the flat. And finding that activity, especially on the open flat, that's when I'm really concentrating on finding mullet, is when I'm fishing open flats like we are right now. And if you can find the mullet, you're going to find the fish. We've caught redfish and snook and jacks. So they're mixed in with them. So that's a key thing. I don't know what's wrong with Chad, but
We have
This is
puffer
like-
fish mixed in with for Chad.
yeah, pip puffer fish. This is like my 5th snook. See, I caught a couple on live bait, but then I wanted to use the inshore slacker, so I switched to cut bait just to see if I could get some redfish, and all I'm catching is snook. Which, hey, I'm not complaining. Camera can't hear what you're saying, Chad. Chad's jelly. What's up, jelly?
Todd sucks.
That's not a bad fish right there. folks, what's funny is that I'm trying to establish a pattern here and show these two what I'm doing, but they're not listening to me.
I'm listening. I put on cut bait.
There you go. That's another one.
You using threadies or white bait?
No, white bait. Cut white bait. And then I'm using the 3/32 inch, or 3/32 inch, 3/32 ounce Inshore slacker. Just putting a piece of cut bait on there. Then bam. I mean, that one was almost immediate. No, it's definitely a redfish.
Nice blue tail.
3-spotter there, 2-spotter there. Nice, and he's white. He's been on that sand. He inhaled. Well, Brian's got one in the back. I've got one in the front. Chad's got nothing.
I ain't even get to the plate or something. I don't even know what I found here.
These poor fish have ripped lips.
I snagged mine.
That's, you know, they're being,
Sabrina must have caught that one.
they're getting, yeah, ripped the lip off.
Not by me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Come on, Chad.
I'm beating Chad. I'm beating Chad. I'm beating Chad.
Yep, I told you they had to be mixing with those mullet. Those mullet are lining right there.
Is that another redfish?
Yep. Yep.
Todd's the man.
I'm just getting it done today.
Just doing his thing.
Well, what we've got here is we've got some mullet that are milling right in front of the boat, and I told Chad, I said, I'm just gonna throw right into the middle of those mullet because I know that the redfish have got to be going in the same direction. Sure enough, I threw in there and boom, just caught that redfish. Chad threw right in the middle of the mulling redfish, and he didn't catch nothing. Oh, do you have one? No, no,
No, I'm in the grass.
But anyway, as I was trying to explain, and I'm not
Come
gonna,
on, man, you got 2 nets. What the fuck are you doing?
what I'm doing is I'm just throwing into those mullet, and again, finding the mullet on an open flat is key. Even in the mangroves, if you see mullet cruising back and forth, there's going to be fish probably intermixed with them. So paying attention, it's just like fishing for grouper and snapper, same thing inshore. Once you find a pattern and establish a pattern, the fish, you'll start to catch fish. I think what's helping us though is that we've got this front coming in, and it's barreling down on us. So we're gonna have to probably leave here pretty soon. But all we're doing is using the inshore slackers with cut bait and catching redfish and snook with just cut bait between white bait and thread fins.
It's 40?
Yeah, that's 40.
That may be the problem.
Yeah. Well, no wonder why. Chad didn't realize that he was putting on 40-pound leader, and we just figured it out, but he just caught he's catching a fish, but still 40-pound leader in this, huh? No, go ahead.
That does go to prove. Have you been using that leader all day? Because there's no way the Nanner man should be out fishing Chadley.
No, that's 40, is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the problem. I'm like,
Chad was like, I couldn't read that.
Hey, we got 20 right here, Chad.
I couldn't read the label, and I said, which one did you get? And he says, the one on the right side of the console. And I said, that's 40. And he had 40. So that right there proves, like Nanner Man just said, it proves that leader size does make a difference. Can you get away with fishing heavier leader? Yes, you can catch fish like Chad just showed you. But Chad had to endure us catching fish all around him before he finally caught one. And I think that fish was actually blind.
oh, come on! It's one thing to kick me.
What time is it? 3:20? I think we've been in the major too. I think with the major and this front coming in, these fish are putting on the feed bag. He just spit up a whole bait. Well, that was fun. We did.
Somebody said it wasn't that bad.
Well, we did beat the rain though.
Yeah.
But we were coming across and we got just past Cockroach Bay, and that wind, what would you say, 40?
35,
least-
40, the temperature dropped
Drop-
easily 10, 15 degrees.
Oh, easy, 15 degrees.
Yeah,
I'd
it
say
was-
15 to 20. Never experienced that in my entire life. The wind was blowing so hard that I was literally driving the boat left to keep the boat straight. It was that bad. But we made it back safe. I thought we were in trouble, but
We may have stayed 30 minutes too long.
no, I'd say we stayed about 5 minutes too long because we could have made it, but I've never seen the temperature drop like that, that fast. All right, my battery died on me. Using GoPro sucks sometimes, but it was fun. We caught fish. See?
Trolling motor worked. I put it all back together. However, we melted another wire, but the trolling motor worked.
Yes, it did. And it wasn't as bad. It got worse as the day progressed, but the wind did. But overall, it was fine. What are you looking at?
Yeah. All morning, I bet the bay would have been nice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we were pretty consistent bites.
Yeah, it was consistent. Caught some grouper, caught some snapper, caught redfish, caught snook. Well, at least the Nanner
Two of you.
Man did.
Jack,
Jack.
where Chad was throwing 3
I caught
times.
Jack.
Jack squat. Well, folks, thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.